Yeah, sure. So I'm currently, like I mentioned, I work in the banking and finance practice. So I would like to say I have good experience advising on corporate loans, corporate finance loans. But we also do project finance in my firm, and I have some experience doing that, but not as much as corporate finance loans because the project and finance transactions mostly come from the energy practice, and sometimes the project practice is not my first practice. So my expectations were that, I'll understand project finance concept itself much better than I currently do, so that, I could also take on that workload as much as I do my corporate finance. So those were my expectations. So yeah. Yeah, I would say my expectations were definitely met. So the program has two courses merged into one. There's the one on developing infrastructure projects, I think, and the second one is financing infrastructure projects. So the first one definitely, they both met my expectations, of course, but the second one was more financially, which is sort of what I'm used to more. So, but the development infrastructure project module really helps with that. For example, I know when they were having discussions about off-taker agreement, EPC agreement, these are agreements that I've heard of and we have even worked on, right? But just understanding like behind the scenes while we are having these, the direct agreements and all of that, the power purchase agreement, yeah, all those modules really, really improved my understanding of project finance and just understanding the basics and the foundation of why we have certain things. So yeah. I would definitely recommend the program to the person, that's a given. But I'll advise the person to immediately register and you have access to the portal. Please just start reading. I'll advise that you read at your ahead because it gets quite intense because it's a lot. There are assignments, it's back to back. You're having 2 lectures in a week, and each lecture runs between 3 hours to 4 hours. So maybe a week you have to give 8 hours to lectures. That's aside the reading you have to do, the assignments you have to do, both group and individual. I'm just telling you because I struggled. So I advise that you just try to read and you're ahead of the reading. So that at least when you're just doing your assignments and your classes, it's more like you're just referring back, because I'm just grateful that the portal is still open for I think 2 months or so. So there are a lot of things I still need to go back to because I've not completely covered it the way I would have loved to. Yeah, but I would just advise that you stay ahead. I know that you're about to work really hard, especially if you have like other things to do in the school or work, because it gets a lot because it's just very packed and intense. It's packed a lot of information. So yeah, that would be my advice to somebody trying to join, but I would definitely recommend the program.